And welcome back to the house in Fata Morgan, on this for a requiem for innocence. In the last episode, we've done the revolution. Jacopo saved Morgan. We're still in the slums. Times has passed. Everyone's back in the brothel. I thought it was great, but some people are like Jacopo's away for a little bit. He's with the rebellion now. Everyone in the all the prostitutes are asleep, so Morgana hears and banging on the door, so she's like, she gotta check who it is, and we see this mysterious character, Morgana. What? Hey, what are you screaming for? Unknown person. Are you okay? Hmm? Why wouldn't I be? I'm rather more concerned about you myself. Your face. L Look at your face. Uh, ah, right, my face. It's just, I have heard they treated the girls good here. You can't be maybe 10 years old? Ain't, and look at you. Huh? Uh, Unbelievable. What kind of terrible man would a little girl and will make you his, and give you all of his nasty disease? Hmm? Does she think I'm a prostitute? Hold on, please. You're jumping to conclusion. Don't you worry. You got a friend in me. No, that's not what. There's still hope. Tomorrow it'll be better. I'm not. It ain't 'cause of diseases then. Yes, thank you. Finally. Now, no one gave me any disease. You're being tortured. What? Now I get a closer look at you. Your hands are all torn up too. Do they really bust you out of the whip that often here? No one whip. God, I can't believe my eyes. Who would do this to such a little girl? Excuse me. I'll give it them. I'll give it to the man in charge of stern talking to. It's his job to protect us girls. Excuse me? Knock, 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 knock. Shut up and listen to me. Ouch! Ow! I didn't mean like that. Oh, Father, I pray for your forgiveness, for I have disobeyed your teachings and raised my hand against my fellow man. Huh? Nothing for me? The one who actually got kicked. Amen. Before we do anything, you could perhaps introduce yourself. I have a feeling that, hold on a second. What the fuck is going on? Okay, stop saying. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like that one's gonna give me copyrighted claim. Ta-da! That's why I get for jumping to conclusion. I always have the super bad habit of letting my imaginations run wild, you see. So as soon as I saw you, I was like, it was a little dark and dank dungeons. A little girl hung upside down, buck naked. A big smirking shirtless man holding a cattle nines. The girl screaming, echoing the cold stone. We shall live to see another day. That sort of thing. It gets going too. Next day, a dashing man appears to rescue the girl, but he's secretly. Would you shut your mouth? Would you? Mm, You are allowed to breathe. Whew. Okay, so what's your name? Serene, spelled C-E-R-E-N, just like and Jester and Ran like ransom. Shut your mouth for me, would you? I. But you're allowed to breathe. God, it's too early for the shit. Was it like noon? 1? We should have not let her in. Nah. Oh, nah. You're fine. I've known we were getting a new girl for a few days now. Well, I wasn't expecting this. You have to keep your mouth shut permanently. If at the end of the day, just spit it out. Okay, so is this the part where I get fired before I even start? Tell me something, would you? Do you act like this around your clients? What? Is something wrong how I act? Moving on. Stand right there for me. And for the love of all, this is the whole. And love all is holy. Hold still. Yes, ma'am. So, what you doing? Just hush and hold still. Hmm? Okay. Yes. Yes. You're staring holes through me. Just a little more. I. You're getting real close up and personal there. Need to make sure you're up to par. Par with what? Hmm. Huh? Is this necessary? Hmm. Hello? Alright. At ease. Alright, at ease. You pass. You're hired. Really? Sweet. So what's that all about? You gotta have an exam first, obviously. I see. I'll tell you this though. If you weren't cute as hell, I'd thrown you out on your ass. Am I really that cute? You're making me blush. You realize that wasn't a compliment, right? Anyway, you start work tomorrow. Today, familiarize yourself with the rules and lay out the place. Aye, aye, ma'am. Morgana, can you have to show it around? What? Alright. Thanks a bunch. Much obliged. I'm already beginning to regret this. Talk about culture shock, though. I've never seen a place with a woman manager. Oh yeah, I'm not the manager. I'm just an old hat. Hmm? Huh? Mm-hmm. So where the big boss hiding then? No boss here, just us girls. What? You really don't have a manager, really? Nope. You find this more like a community than anything. A bunch of girls with nowhere else to go who banded together and built this place up. And it's been going on this for more than a decade now. From what I've been told, from what I've been told, it just started like a little shack. Didn't even have proper flooring. But by the time I showed up, the facility was a little nicer. The roof still leaks a little. The roof still leaks like a bitch, though, and we don't nearly have as many rooms set up as we do now. But we worked our tails off for the years, scrounging together the money and time to patch it up and grow into what we see now. Huh? Nita. Of course, not having someone specifically in charge of running like place does come with some of their own challenges. Does it? Sounds like a place a good deal to me. Everyone gets to do their own thing. It's really not that simple, unfortunately. Makes it a bit more difficult to iron things out with the community and other business when trouble arises. And of course, it means you had no financing us. So every day is a struggle to make it to the next. And every day could be our last. It could all come crashing down. Toss out any illusion of job security. Not so neato. I'm so super duper impressed though. Major props. You guys made this one heck of a place for the slums. Yeah, I suppose you could take it like that. You don't sound very happy of it though. Well, I mean, pretty much everyone who funded this place is dead now. It's one of the risks of the jobs. You work your ass out just to add another day and end up taking three off in the process. So once you get to do whatever you need to do, just walk out the door and never come back. Got it? Whatever you got debt to pay off, or friends or family who need a little extra money, once you're done here, be done. You're not gonna ask what you have money for? If a girl looks like in trouble, I'd take her and have some guys look into it. But you don't strike me as the type. If you're up to no good, I feel like you're pretty obvious. Besides, I've been in this business long enough to know it's not at the top of most girls' dream job list. And most of us have been through some nasty shit, and we don't come here to have others pay digging up around it, though. Man, boss, huh? Boss, what? You're sweet and thoughtful, and a heck of a boss. So I'm gonna call you boss. It's perfect. I thought I told you we don't have a boss here. Boss. Well, no harm in you taking a liking to me, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna go crash again. Morgana can answer any questions you've got. Aye aye. Knock it off with the aye aye. Oh so. Hmm? Any more hollering while I'm trying to sleep, and I'll rip that pretty little head off your shoulders and shove it between your legs. Got it? Yes, boss. Okay, okay. We gotta be in the clear now before I can turn on the music again. Not quite. Alright, Morgana, lead the way. Sure. Sure. But before we go, I have a question. Are you incapable of speaking like a human being? What do you mean? Does it really require an explanation? Ooh, I get it. We're friends now, so I'm to talk so stiff. You call that stiff? Holy shit, I forgot Morgana has beautiful eyes. But she looks so serious now. I'm like, yeah, why? Though to tell you the truth, I kind of forgot how to talk casual. Guess what happens when everyone around you so big cheese. Wait, what? That line doesn't make sense. Though I can tell the truth, I kind of forgot how to talk casual. Guess that's just what happens when everyone around you is so big cheese. Ah, there we go. I'm very respectful to my seniors, I'll have you know. Look at her, look at her, God. She's like, this conference is going nowhere. So let's go. I. So, you got here a couple years back. So you got here a couple years back. Neat. You gotta start working here once your face all clears up? I've no intention of becoming a prostitute, no. And Maria already said she would respect that. Instead, I'm tasked with other chores, such as cooking and cleaning, and in order to earn my keep. Oh, huh. Maria's even generous than I thought. Generous? Most places wouldn't look for sick girl for that long, let alone have a room of her own and buy her own ointment. The ointment is his doing, technically speaking. But I suppose she's right. You're right. I've begun to feel the same way recently. Now we gotta be safe. I feel like that's gonna give me notification. Taking care of your chores cannot possibly counterbalance the burden of my being here places on everyone else. They would surely all be better without me. Whew. It's not like I mean it at all. Sure, maybe it doesn't balance out. They're letting you stay here out of the kindness of their hearts. But that doesn't mean you'd be better off elsewhere. They're that you're not pulling your weight. You've been here for all of what, an hour? How can you possibly know that? Just look at this place. Look at this place. It's better looking than a lot of places outside the slums. And it's you who keep it clean, Morgana. The last place I was at, it was dirtier than a bear's bunghole. But this is like heaven compared to that. Without you around, Morgana, the girls wouldn't be able to sleep so comfortably. Perhaps. Are you blushing? You're blushing, aren't you? It's nothing to be ashamed of. You can even jump into my arms if you want. You know. You're incredibly obnoxious. My heart. For a second there, she had me feel a little better about myself. But that went right out the window. So you came here a couple years back. That would have been right when the Lord's slaves revolted, yeah? Yes. Right about then. I wish I could have been there for that. I bet it was all sorts of crazy. You mean you weren't around when it happened? Nope. I wasn't in these parts till about a year or so ago, so I've only heard the stories. Back when the uprising happened, I wasn't even in this country. I was way, way far away. I see. You only moved here recently, then? Nah, I didn't move. I was kidnapped. What? I'm a bit of an airhead if you haven't noticed. One day I was suddenly taken captive, and then I got sold off. What? Really? Yep. She was taken captive and sold off. I didn't mishear it, did I? You talk about it as if you've been part of a daily routine. Well, it's the second time it's happened. It is? It is? Okay, back to tour then, shall we? Uh, what? What? That raises even more questions. Okay, this place actually looks kind of cool. Oh yeah, but think about about when I want to call you Morgana. What do you What do you want to call me? Is it not that my name is for nicknames? It's one step of making friends, duh. So from now on, I'm gonna call you Morgs. Morgs. Oh hi, what's up, Remington? With hard G. Not a soft one. It's just so there's no confusion. Thank you. I never would have thought it would help figure out without your help. Morgs. Can you not call me that? It's rather get on my nerves. Gets on my nerves. Hey, you can call me Jerry. Jerry, you can't be serious. Ta-da! Good heavens, I cannot keep up with this girl. Anyway, that about covers it, and all that's left is show you to the storeroom. Nothing much. Yeah, same here. Just live streaming this. Yep. Weren't we just there? Yeah, but that's the second one. Yep, pretty good. Yeah, below us. Below the floor. I made my way to the corner of the room, crouching down and pulling up one of the floor beds. From beneath it appears a staircase leading downward. Ooh, an underground storage. Nice and cool to keep things fresh, too. This room serves as a second purpose, though. Oh? It's also shelter for us to hide in should any sort of trouble arise. Oh, huh. Unfortunately, it has yet to be used for that purpose. But we're not in the safe area. But we're not in the safest area, so we must be prepared for anything. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Nice a place as this is, I guess it's still in the slums. Indeed. Here's hoping we don't have to use it. Indeed. So that's everything then. I've seen the whole place? Yes, that is everything. Or I suppose I would show you the kitchen as... Ah! What's up? I forgot I was trying to start a fire. I do like this visual novel. It's really good. Ugh. I scrambled back to the kitchen, but as I feared, it was far too late. The coals are long since dead. Oh yeah. All that work for nothing. It looks like you get a bit of an airhead side too, Morgs. And who do you think is to blame for that? It's all right. We can let it together. Together. This is all your responsibility. Oh yeah. The sun begins to set. Immediate preparations for complete. The girls start to emerge from the ruins. A bustle forming in around the kitchen. Some slick shrubs sleeps in the eyes, while others complain about clients. Some take the moment for them to recognize in their casual clothes, sans makeup, off job and being themselves. They look less like prostitutes and more like just ordinary girls. It was a fairly large-scale operation, at least to my eyes. Though there were a couple other smaller brothels in the slums, this was the one everyone directed anyone interested to first. Girls with nowhere else to go stayed here, and girls who did have a place to go back to stayed here. No one actually owned their homes, though. They either lived with a man or shared with the place with a few other girls. None of them had husbands or children. Supposedly, they were those who did this line for work, but it was rather uncommon. I scooped out servants for soup from the cauldron steaming with the fire, dishing out the girls as they came by. Okay, and now we gotta be safe with the music. Yes, we are. No one gave me any unpleasant looks for the high looks at the side of my face. They said good morning and smiled, just like any other day. I whispered greetings to each of them in return, but given how noisy the kitchen was, it was unlikely for any of them to have heard it. Oh boy, it sure is bouncing in here. I like me a place with some energy. I'm glad to hear that. It didn't take long for Serena to start hitting off with the other prostitutes. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. With the other prostitutes. Her pregnant disposition was undeniably overdone, but everyone seemed to enjoy the positive attention she was giving them as well. In almost no time, all the girls were fawning over her. She's like a puppy. Once everyone had their food, they settled into their individual mealtime activities. The bland, watery soup was exceptionally unpopular, although everyone knew there was nothing that could be done about it. This again, several of them remembered, to which Maria stood up and chastised them, saying, "You should be grateful for you've got anything to eat at all." I know. And Morgana worked her butt off to make it for you. It's rude to complain. I'm sorry, really, I am. And her cooking I'm complaining about. You know that, right? Don't you, Morgana? It doesn't bother me. And you're perfectly justified in being displeased. It's hardly nutrition enough to get you through the day. True enough, I guess. Would it be great if we could get something with a little more oomph? Like a big old slab of meat. Whee! I love meat. Just think about it, has me drooling. Meat. Bring on the meat. Say that drool for work, cause that's the only meat you'll get here. I wonder if maybe we could pretend this rotten-looking thing is me and it should taste like it. Meat from the depths, I summon thee. Meat. Nope, still not meat. No shit, genius. Meat. Do you not like meat, Morgs? No, you won't grow up to being big and strong if you're such a picky eater. I'm not picky what I eat, no. All substance is a gift from God to man. I would never refuse his brainer. Well. It's meat you're not liking, then Saint? I mean, if it's not, then make it to your light slave. Hear that, slave? That Saint says your brother tastes so bad, it makes us rich. Hey, you alright, Morgs? You're super pale. I'm just fine. It's been more than 2 years, and I still can't get that taste out of my mouth. No matter how hard I try to forget it. Sometimes when I wake, I'm just now. And sometimes it's an awful nightmare. If you're not feeling good, you should lay down. I'm fine, really. You sure? Maybe me ought to be out of the question, but some bread, which should be nice at least. God, yes, bread! Too bad supplies have been scarce lately. It's all that damn Lord's fault. Not that a bunch of whores can do the fuck all about it. Is the Lord really that bad of a guy? Oh right, you haven't been here very long. You don't know what he's like. You should tell him, man. He's oppresses people and rejects the word of God. He's cruel, heartless, barbaric, and a madman. He deserved the strictest of judgments. So does everyone in the city hate him then? I doubt you'll find a single person who thinks otherwise. Well, I hope his thoughts be in the Lord soon then. What do you mean? It may just be nice if someone else could take over for him. And then he could just be a regular old guy. You won't have to worry about running the city and stuff. Everyone wins. Man, you're born in the wrong time period. It would be nice, yes, but wouldn't it? Pretty dang brilliant, aren't I? Even I know it's not that simple, and I'm only 11. What a bunch of slum dwellers even begin to instate a new lord. Does she even think before speaking? Jacopo. Let's see if I remember Jacopo's. Well, damn. Well, damn. I was hoping to make it before breakfast time. Sorry about that, but I brought bread. Bread? Bread! Speak of the bloody devil! Here, toss it! Toss it! No, me first! Patient, please. You're acting like wild animals like you haven't eaten in days. Look at you, Jacopo. You're getting girls fawning all over you. Don't just watch. Help! It's not me they're after, it's the bread. Touché. That said, I'm pretty sorry batch you got us for today. You could probably crack someone's head open with this. There's no hope for the world if we've fallen this far. That girls are tripping over each other to get their hands on this. You want fresh, soft bread? Well, start saving your coins. And until then, this is the best we can get. Let it soak in the soup for a bit, and then that's what should soften up some. Though you should be grateful to have it at all. Haha, how much longer until I fall into a pile of money? Morgs, it's a man. There's a man here. I have eyes. Thank you very much. Who is it? Oh, is he a client? No, he's not. He's more of, how should I put it? Someone doesn't know how to keep his nose out of other people's business. Excuse me? Excuse me? Did your eyes fall? Did your eyes fail to detect that I have ears? Here he comes. I haven't seen you around before. New girl? You first, mister. Who are you? Just came through the back door. I'm guessing you work here? Something like that. Holy moly. I've never seen a male prostitute before. You, me, outside, now. Whoa! Talk about aggressive. Inter-office romance never ends well. Maria will get mad if she finds out. The ship sinks before we even leave support. Two prostitutes in the throes of forbidden love, until one day an old client finds out and goes mad with rage, and all of a sudden there's a knife in her hand. He swings in. Maria! What the hell's wrong with this new girl? I've never seen anyone this much air inside their head. Oh, that's Serena. She just joined today. She's a bit off in the head, but she's a nice girl. I'm sure you'll just get on just fine. Nice to meet you. Wait, does it mean we have the boss approval? It's crazy that they're running the place themselves, but to allow no cheer on the sinking ship. This place is out of this world. We just met 5 minutes ago, though. So how about we start as friends? Shut up and listen to me for a second, chatterbox. Until I say otherwise, you're not to speak another word. You will listen to every last word I say and carve into empty skulls of yours. Understood? Oh, I love this scene. And there you have it. I assist with the brothel operations, and nothing more. I presume you've been told about how this place does not have a formal manager, so sometimes situations arise for which a man's presence is necessary. Yep. He may look a scrawny dork, but his acting is surprisingly useful. Was that really necessary? Sorry, my bad. Slip of the tongue. Neato. So you two know each other for a long time? You seem like you're pretty close. It was pretty much the two of us survived for years. That's awesome! It's kind of like I love that kind of thing. Together through the thick and thin. Not too long ago, he and some other guys started up a band of peacekeepers, so he's been spending more time of his time training up with them these days. That said, I guess it's too bad knowing we've got someone we can throw troublemakers if be some. Ooh, peacekeeper, sweet. You look like you put much. You don't look like you put much of a fight, though, Mister. You want to test that theory? Maria, you need to teach this girl some goddamn manners. We'll be drowning in complaints if you treat patrons like this. I'll have you know, I butt up my clients so much they're big, slippery mess. when I'm done with them. I'll just be fine, I promise. Oh, I bet they get slippery, but not from the butter. Huh? What? That's not what I meant, I swear. What are you getting all flustered for? You're a whore just like the rest of us. On somewhat related subject, why exactly did you pick up some of these mannerisms of those men? Huh? Why do you ask? It seems pretty normal to me. It'd be quicker to listen to things that are not normal than aren't. Hmm. There's actually a major huge story behind that. Oh? Is that so? And what would that be? You weren't raised by rules of the wilderness and never learned to live like a normal person, were you? You're not far off, actually. When I was younger... Wait. Wait, you don't have to. No one's forcing you to say anything if you don't want to. I didn't grow up with my parents. I lived with a bunch of really nice men and learned a lot from them. I didn't even know my name until they told me. Pardon? Though I thought my name was me until I turned around 5. Then one of them told me that it was actually Serene. He was super duper disappointed in me. Called me the dumbest broad I've ever known. Talk about rude. But that kind of rubbed off me, so that's probably what you're seeing. Well, that certainly is a story. Is that not good enough for you? I'll just say that the nice man was absolutely right. How rude! It's generally considering how stupid this girl is. Anyway, food time. God, I love this visual novel. I am stuck. Oh shit, hold on. Stop! Stop! That's what got claimed the last time. I am stuffed. It's amazing how much a difference a little bread makes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. 'Cause starting tomorrow, you gotta work if you want to eat. Aye aye, boss. Alright. Should be working here too. It almost slipped my mind. She seems like such an innocent girl, so far removed from cardinal desires. Yet she'd be out there, selling her body. Letting put the hands all over it. What's up, Morgs? You've been staring at my face, something furious? What? I just admiring the unusual colors of your skin. Oh yeah, I'm not from around these parts. I'd like to go back to home someday, but who knows if that'll ever happen. Home? She did say she would take it from home and sold off. I imagine it would make it difficult to go back. Speaking of, you and Jacopo kind of look similar, skin color-wise. Do we? We dads both have the darker side. I wish I had super pretty white skin like yours, boss. I appreciate the compliment, but most people around here are really fair. My skin is nothing special. And just because we both have tan skin doesn't necessarily mean we're from the same region. Where are you from, Jackie? 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 A pretty dang adorable nickname, ain't it? I very much appreciate if you never call me that again. Oh, but it's a cute one! Back to the question. To where I'm from, I don't remember. In my earliest memories, I was already living there. The chances of things weren't great wherever it was. Otherwise, I probably remember something. Oh, darn. That's too bad. But you know, Jackie, maybe where you come from is close to where I came from. Go back if you're generous, and maybe we could share some family. I wager my guess you probably came from the same part of the world as me. If you go back far enough, maybe we share answers. But who knows? I told you to stop calling me that. Though I suppose there's a chance you're right about that. Whee! That makes us family then, Jackie. Get off me! Let go! Let go, damn it! Well, it seems like she's taking quite a liking to you. What? Why did I just think that what she had said? That... No. They weren't. Morgana, you jealous? Okay, this is like nighttime. Once it started getting dark outside, the kitchen became a deserted wasteland. The girls went off to work, and he went home. The brothel was designed to do distinct work in the living areas. If it weren't, then they used the whole building for business. I probably would have run off long ago. I've only ever been in the working area during the day, though largely amassed by the scent of various incenses burned through the night. It's still an unmistakable raw stench of man. Clearing away puts me in dour mood. The corpses I gathered and buried were far less repulsive. In the living area there was a kitchen storage area and a large hall of storage, which the girl used a communal bedroom. They will stumble in after a long night of work and all sleep together like a big family. So we're back at the kitchen then, the other side. I made a point of sleeping off in the corner, which wasn't strictly necessary since I slept while they weren't, and vice versa. I could have just seemed to make myself comfortable sleeping in the middle of such a big empty space. Today was slightly different though. I wasn't sleeping alone. Serene was there, which I suppose shouldn't surprise me. Let's sleep together, Morgs. Absolutely not. Huh? Why not? I just like people putting their hands all over me. It makes me uncomfortable. I see. So what you suppose in snuggling, not sleeping together? And here I thought you didn't like me. I was about to cry. It's sure to decide how I feel about you. We've only met today. All the more reason why we should sleep together. In what way does that make any sense? It's simple. Best way to get to know me better through some old-fashioned spooning. Words do not go nothing on plain physical contract. That's how you get to know what someone really like in the inside. And just a words makes the sound incredibly improper. Besides, I start working tomorrow, which means I probably won't get another chance to sit with you for a while. So it gotta be tonight, please. Fine, but only if you could give me enough space. Alright? At least let me finish my sentence. God! Ta-da! Got in there before you have a chance to change your mind. I feel like we adopted a dog. I promise I'm 100%, 101% human. I never said a word, just that. Never mind. I take it back. It's not like we got a dog. It's like a tornado dropped in and made a horrible mess of my day. That's serene for you. Just you wait. You just wait. I'll crack the big old shell of yours soon, Morgs. Is that really how I come off? Out of curiosity, how are you not referred to being close to me? Why would I be? When you first saw my face, you thought I was some kind of disease. Are you not concerned that still might be the case? And that, you might catch whatever it is? Well, you probably wouldn't be here if it was something contagious. As sweet Maria is, she wouldn't have kept you around if she thought you might get the other girls sick. And nobody else seemed to be all that concerned at breakfast. Which means whatever those marks on your face are, Morgs, they're probably not a danger to anyone else. I'm surprised. You've actually had something reasonable, a functioning brain. Believe it or not, I am super duper smart. Now that I know it isn't true. But anyways, I'm talking more emotionally. You can logically understand that I probably don't pose any danger. It can still be uncomfortable. Still want to keep your distance. I know several of the girls do, and I can't blame them either. They need to be healthy to work, to make the living. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to avoid any potential risk, no matter how small. Or perhaps that they don't realize that they're doing it themselves, in which case there's nothing anyone can do. I'm not sure I can help I can be, since I really don't get why anyone would want to keep the distance from you. But I don't think that's completely hopeless. Huh? They just don't realize that they're doing it. The one that just open their eyes and pats out. Open their eyes and easy peasy. Make them realize. And tell them, stop trying to avoid me. You have the right to at least that much. I really think you need to be. I really think you need to be a little more aggressive, Marks. No one's gonna get mad if you stick up for yourself once in a while. They will, though. Who will? All man's suffering is purposeful. It's all part of God's plan. His trials for us on this earth. He would be very displeased if I were to turn my back on his plan for me. I really think you're overthinking it, Morgs. Less on fun things means more room for fun things. And more fun things is always better. Would you call your life fun? You were talking about your home, and now your work as a prostitute in the slums of a strange country. Do you call that fun? It seems depressing to me. Nope. I'm perfectly happy. Not a sorrow on the road. Hasn't been a single day in my life that has been sad or depressed or life sucks. I mean, sure, there are days when I think it'd be nice to see my mom again. But I really don't have time to worry about anything for that. Other than the here and now. As far as I'm concerned, now is always the best time of my life. It don't got any room to feel bad or anything. I see. You're the optimist. So much is almost burns. I consider myself lucky to end up at this brothel. Everyone's amazing. Then I will pray you find yourself at home here. Aw, you're sweet, Morgs. Kind of. Slippity little tongue. You're always sweet. You're always sweet. So hey, Morgs, how did you end up here a couple years back? I was thrown to Cairns by a strange man and brought here, with no chance of ever returning. Not taken, but sold. The ultimate difference is insignificant. You were? I came through a similar route as you. Oh, Guess it makes us peas in a pod. Not all, or anything but. I'm nowhere near as optimistic as her. Never mind energetic and cheerful. No, don't be foolish, Morgana. That's not why we're not alike. Because I'm a God-chosen daughter. I have absolutely no reason to feel inferior to mere prostitute. We're nothing alike, and we must never be. You're so warm, Morgs. I'm gonna sleep great tonight. I'm such a disgrace. Nobleman. Hey, Lord Byrne. We're all very much interested in seeing the same miraculous powers for ourselves. I knew it would be long before someone asked. We're much so heavily to see the effects of the miracles ourselves, after all. Which, of course, is anything but a problem. I feel that falling ill will only start to interfere with the ability to enjoy these feasts. Well said, my lord. Which is why I've arranged for the most flirtatious slaves to have the miracle performed upon. Let him in, yes, sir. Bring him in, yes, sir. Ah, God. As you can see, this slave is on the verge of death. He cannot even walk on his own 2 feet. Under any other circumstances, I would have kept such an unseemly thing out of sight as to not tarnish your festival mood, my guest. But I believe it will serve a fine sample to test the miracle's efficacy. He wants to test my miracle. Rejoice, slave. God's fortune shines upon you. You've heard me, daughter of God. This poor slave is in need of your assistance. Give him onto him your blessing, if you would be so gracious. I don't care how you try to dress it up. My miracles is not for you to show parties. Oh my, so you refuse to heal then? After making such a scene about how your blood is for the sick, the poor, and suffering and that. Even a saint's dignity against his limits, I understand. You don't want to be sold by the filthy old slave. I never said any such thing. Then you know what you must do. Do not make me intervene, daughter of God. I am asking you to do this out of respect. I would happily give my blood for that man. I knew you'd come around. Let's see, where should we let your blood from? It seems no point in wasting unarmed member flesh of mere slave. If we're going to do nicely, here, you can drink the blood directly from the cup. Because I certainly don't have a goblet to spare for him. Let's begin, shall we, O daughter of God? God! Drink, slave, suck upon the blood that spills from your finger. Don't even let a single drop go to waste. Tell me, slave, has your amenity been redeemed? If it has, leap to the air for my guess. I'm cured, my lord! Behold, I am cured! Oh, splendid and undeniable miracle! Look, my lord, I'm cured. I'm better shape than ever. You've seen more than enough. Stop hopping like a filthy swamp toad. Yes, my lord. You're dismissed, slave. But first, give my thanks to the saint, all my guests who bore witness to your miraculous recovery. Thank you so much, sirs and madam. Thank you so much, O holy saint. Now that you bore witness to the blood power, I'm sure you're eager to try something for yourself. What? Well, certainly, my lord. With such a potent elixir, I got help this all, but sure, inaudible. Please stop this. Don't take any more of my blood. I'm begging you. I'm begging. I lost much blood. I can barely think straight. I suppose I might have overdone it today. You didn't come cheap, saint. So I would have you dying on me until you at least prove your goals with entertainment. Your actions are unfortunate to God. Miracles only for those in need. Is that only the thing you have anything to know how to say? I've grown rather tired of hearing it. I will gladly offer my blood for others ailing slaves. But you and your guests are perfectly healthy. You're merely scorning God's given on yourselves. You foolish little girl. What? Tell me something. Let me tell you something, saint. I don't believe in your miracles. How can you say that after seeing the slave bush be healed? Proof do you need? It was all a show. What? I told him to fudge into being ill. I told him to pretend to being ill and cured, or I would send him to the deepest chambers of the dungeon. Even a dog would wear a cat's skin. Their life depends on how to do whatever thing for performance. Impressive, no. Why? Then why do you keep taking my blood? All I, my guests, desired is a good time. You're nothing more than an exhibit for our entertainment. No. You're wrong. My blood does have miracle powers. No, it doesn't. I proved it back at the village. It hardly matters either way. Whether you're a saint or a lowly peasant girl is inconsequential. All that matters is you continue to play the role of a saint. No. What's the matter? Are you disappointed, upset? You're welcome to cry. Wail and gouge your teeth into a enslaving little that would be entertaining in its own right. Shout at the top of your own lungs that you're not a saint, that it was all an act, and beg to be set free. Who knows? Perhaps then they might lose interest in you then. I am the daughter of God. I will never claim otherwise. I see. Then nothing change. I will continue to offer your body and spirit to my feast. Are you insisting on remaining a saint, Morgana? Is that Mother's voice? What do you have to gain for handing out blessings for nothing? In my sacred responsibility as daughter of God, those in need. How noble of you, Morgana. How honorable to not cast you doing such misery. It is the reason I put faith in God. But tell me this. Are your offerings journey for the greater good? What are they, Morgana? My voice. Or do you simply do it with the desire to call yourself benevolent? When the people of your village sang your praise, when you crushed the man who accused Mother of being a charlatan, you revealed it in it. I did not! There's nothing wrong with that, though. It's perfect and normal reaction. Having pride and feeling sense of superiority and are perfectly human emotions, especially in a child as young as you. The reason you feel shame for your pride, however, is the very source of that. Your identity as the daughter of a god. Free yourself from those chains and the guilt that they cause you. Go back being an ordinary little girl. You can do that. Remove the chains and pass them on to me. No! Hands off, you silly. What an awful nightmare. Dreaming about my time at the Lord's Manor is bad enough, but go back to being a ordinary little girl. No, absolutely not. That is not an option. My whole life will become meaningless if I were to do that. Not that I could call myself normal with a face like this. There's nothing ordinary about me. If I would lose my position as daughter of God, I would be nothing but a hideous child. So this is the subconscious of Morgana fighting, admitting that everything that she's doing is false. She's no daughter of Saint. Is that it's been built up so much in her head now that she believes that she is the God, the child of God. Even Brainer admits to saying that yeah, you're no daughter of God. Like it's all fake. It's all fake, which is amazing that he's trying to get her to be like, it's okay, guys, it's all fake, but then it's like, no, it's not. At least to Morgana. So I think that's actually really cool that the Morgana's trying to self-doubt herself. Still. So let's continue on. Oh, we're back outside again. In about a week, Serena had made herself throughout home at the broth. She had she had evidently found herself quite a few fans among these of the clientele. Some who came specifically to see her. Most found her particular hyper-energetic disposition overwhelming at first, but quite quickly warmed up to her. Not a single person seemed to dislike her, at least among those I came into contact with. Her second week, Serena started branching out beyond the brothel. On her days out, she would go down the pub and sing for the audience to make a makeshift stage at the tables. Her first day performance, she dragged me with her, claiming she was too nervous to go alone. So I sat in the corner as she sang. Everyone was quite surprised at how well she could sing. And they were particularly drawn to her familiar melodies. Perhaps they were songs from her country, or perhaps she had picked them up elsewhere. But regardless, her music and exotic appearance made for an enchanting performance. When it was over, the audience roared with applause, and I was convinced she was a much better choice to sing for them than me. By the third week, even Maria began to come around. At first, the most approval Serena could squeeze of Maria was as a exasperated sigh at something dumb she said or something careless she did. But as her popularity grew with it, the customer base Maria softened up. Ma'am, I'm glad I have you working here, she said with a big grin, patting Maria on the back. To Maria, motivation seems rather shallow, but considering she ran the brothel in all but name, I should have come a little surprised that she was easily swayed by money. Hoo yeah! 4 weeks after the arrival, there was no one around who didn't know Serene. The peacekeepers all taken quite a liking to her as well. particularly the number one man, the big one, whose name I've had trouble remembering. Whenever he ran to, he would say, "Oh, Grantine, hey, hey there, Serene. I'm fresh out of coin, but you want to spend the night together? No money, no business." Ah, bah, don't be such a killjoy. Don't be such a killjoy. All the men in my life, in fact, have wound up quite noticeably too, including him. At meals, there was a solemn and quiet moment. Hey! There was nothing wrong with that. I should have been pleased to see everyone so merry. I should have been happy. I should have celebrated their joy. But by the time a full month passed, I found myself avoiding Serene at every opportunity. Morgana, no, no. Huh? Huh? Who could be at this hour? I'm coming, calm the hell down. Good morning, Jackie. Huh? What? Wait, don't close the door on me! Oh. I'm bad enough with the mornings as it is. The last thing I need today to start my day with is a human noisemaker. Now that's not very nice. I thought we were friends, Jackie. I'm here in business too, not to play around. Christ. Okay, fine. Come, what's the business? And make it quick. House call. Wait! You didn't even let me finish before you started closing the door. First, you don't even do house calls. Second, it's past closing hours. Yeesh, you're no fun. Maybe I'll start calling you Jackie Joke Killer. Can't you at least play along for a bit before shooting it down? Why am I the one being criticized? It's way too early for the shit. I'll have you know, I'd never been fun. That's true. You're about as much fun as much as the Virgin claimed. What did you just call me? Whee! Open the door. So serious. What are you here for? Obviously not a house call. Well, if you want, I can make it one. Not a chance in hell. Get to the point now before I toss you in the latrine. Now, calm yourself. As someone famous once must have said, every minute angry is a day off your life. And who do you think is making me so angry? Ta-da! And need supplies to acquire urgently. Looking for some place willing to part with some lumber free if possible. Lumber? For what? Lost the floorboard last night. You did? What? Did someone get a little too into it? Oh man, you have no idea. This big old gorilla of a guy comes in snarly, he wants to stay us alive, starts getting in on bags and hit on the floor, no joke. And he doesn't stop either. All the girls takes turns with him, just because one's not enough to keep up. The whole place is howling all along. Wow, sounds like a dangerous night. Yep, sure was. Sure would be, if it really happened. Truth is, it's just an old rotten board. I swear to God, girl! I'm never gonna get that image out of my head either. Aw, you're blushing, Jackie. You never knew how regular. I never know you were regular at the whorehouse. I'm not a regular, and you know damn well know it. Anyway, why are you coming to ask me for help anyway? Surely you can handle a little shopping on your own, right? Yeah, I kinda figured you'd say that. They wouldn't hurt to ask, though. Okay, I'm out of here then. Close the house. Just a moment ago. Just got from work. It's physically exhausted. Wait, it's fine. I'll take care of it. You go back and get some rest. Dee-dee-dee. It's such sweet, Jackie. Maria was totally right. If pressing him doesn't work, pull back. Activate it, and he'll fold quicker than that floorboard. Damn you, Maria. Okay, so that's all you need, right? You're done here, right? Or was there something else? I just got out of work and I'm super tired. I fought through it and came all the way here. And just maybe Maybe, maybe you can should be offering you a drink or 10. Okay, fine. You win. It's not like you'll be back. It's not like you'll back down if I tell you no anyway. Come on, sit wherever. Whee! So tell me, Serene, how much longer you plan to work at the brothel? Hmm? Where'd that come from? And just curious. I'm just curious. Sounds like you sounds sounds kind of like you don't want me there. I never said that. In fact, your presence has been quite the boon. Maria's very pleased with the uptick the uptick in business. Then why do you ask? Because it's not like a line of work anyone should be in for any longer than necessary. Ah, are you still struggling with money? Actually, I don't have anything I need to pay back anymore. I'm just saving up for myself. All the more reasons you should consider getting out. Find somewhere you can put one of the other talents to use. I don't know. I'm not really overflowing with talent. I can think of at least one. Your performance at the pub. They're always a huge hit. Singing isn't the most stable of careers, no, but neither is prostitution. So if you're to choose, I say you're better off going with one that's easier with your body. Me, a singer. Marie and the girls are so good to me, though. And if you feel awful hopping the boat after only 1 month, you can't put yourself second to some feelings of indebtedness. It's your life and body to take care of. It's no more responsibilities but your own. But do what you think is best for yourself, not what you think you should be doing for others. What's so funny? For all you try to pretend otherwise, deep down, you really are a sweet guy, Jackie. Just telling you what's the logical thing to do in this situation is. Most logical businessmen wouldn't try to chase off their workers. They work until there's nothing left. But that's how it is. Prostitutions are a dime a dozen. In the grand scheme of things, they're not important enough to fret about. Because you can place them easy, I suppose. But you know this brothel's different. Maria and I don't have a manager to answer to. No greedy bastard running the place instead of working everyone to the bone. It was built up by the girls. As one of the girls yourself, I'm sure they respect whatever decision you make. Uh, Maria values your opinion too. Yeah, you said the same thing when I first showed up. There's not a job you keep very long. I'll give it some thought. I'm glad. It's never occurred to me that I could make a living singing. Well, actually, I don't think it ever occurred to me that I think about my future much at all. You're a good guy, Jackie, and Maria a good boss. We're just doing what anyone else would do. So, I'm generally not trying to pray, but I'm wondering, why where were you before you came here? What? Wow, you're really talkative today, Jackie. I'm just in an inquisitive mood. It's been nagging me for a while now. How low are her threshold for seduction to be? Whew! There we go. Getting a little tired. I mean, out here, everyone learns to be happy with what they get. With what they get, but Serena particularly is a bit extreme. You know all about I've been inducted right beforehand. Yep, that's what I've heard about. Twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. First time was when I was really little. Though I wasn't targeted, it was during a raid. A couple of bandits busted in, killed my mom and dad as I watched. They spared me, luckily, sold me off to work at the field somewhere as a slave instead. And one day, when I was out on a supply run, I got spied up and sold off again. It wasn't until about 2 years back when I started working as a prostitute. Was in a different city for a while, and then I ended up here. And that about covers it. What's wrong, Jackie? I just wasn't expecting something quite so bleak. You never guess how she acted. Well, pretty much everyone in the slum has their own sad story, don't they? Some more than others, maybe. Luckily, I never had a bad master. Everyone was just really nice. I always had food and place to sleep, so I never felt like I had it bad. I think. That more than qualifies it as having it bad. Oh? Have you never felt like you got the short end of the stick? I don't know what the short stick looks like. Never mind which one is the short one. Well, to tell you, it's the one you were given. Your parents were murdered. Your life suddenly turned upside down. Some strange man decided you were worth the money, worth this much money, is selling you to slavery. You should be furious. Huh? You think you think you're happy right now, but let me tell you this: there's not a damn scrap of happiness found down here at the bottom of the ladder. Not until you're a few rugs up, but you're not living the scraps and treating like garbage. That you'll find anything else resemble real happiness. I don't know about that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm enjoying myself. I'm happy. It doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor or hungry or whatever. Huh? I'm sorry for losing my cool there like that. It's not my place to decide whether you and I are allowed to be happy about. Hmm? You want to climb high up the ladder, Jackie? I can't imagine that anyone who doesn't. Except you just told me you were satisfied where you are, so I guess that proves me wrong. But I can tell you that me and the gang are thoroughly through putting up with the status quo. We're holding up well enough for the time being because we're young and healthy, but here in the slums, that's not worth so much as much. Honestly, I can't even think of more than a few minutes ahead, so I really never considered about my future. But I think the future you guys are shooting for sounds pretty great. I hope you succeed in creating your utopia. What goes so far as to call it that? So basically, what it is, though, right? You try to make the world a place where everyone's equal, where everyone's got plenty of money and can see a doctor when they get sick, where no one starves to death or gets sold to slavery, right? Uh, Sounds pretty sweet. I'm rooting for you. My goals are hardly so noble. Say, huh? Nothing. I agree. That would be nice to live in. Hmm? Hmm. When the satisfaction is raised for the corner of the world or to others, I'm hardly selfless. Oh, right. I just meant something super duper important, Jackie. And that is, it's almost midsummer, which means festival time. All right. That is happening, isn't it? I want to go. What's stopping you? Oh, no. Wrong answer. Learn to read the lines, Jackie. I want to go with everyone. That's about what I expected to say. Gather all the girls at the brothel with your peacekeeper bros and get everyone together and join in the festival. That seems like a bit large for a group. Okay, then we can limit up to just a couple people. Either way. You know, that might not be such a bad idea. Whew! Is the world... Whoa! Is the world ending? I didn't expect you to say that so quickly. You want to say that one more time, girlie? I was sure you were going to go heffing and fight over me for the last half an hour. A bunch of slum dwellers go into the city properly. It's only asking for misery. Unless you're enjoying being treated like a ranch, you would go better off celebrating with the pub with the others, you know. And on and on and on. Is that what she thinks I sound like? I would pretend I'm thrilled with the idea, but I'd also never taken her to the festival before. Which is why I thought it might be worth considering. You mean Morgs? Morgs? Morgana would never speak to me if I called that. Yes, Morgana. It seems to me you seems like you're especially nice to her, Jackie. You got a crush on her or something? Have you fallen head over heels for her? Excuse me, who in the right mind would fall for a child that you... I can't deny you care about her, though. You wouldn't do so much for me if you didn't. And I never said I didn't care for her. She just... I'm pretty sure she doesn't have anyone else. So someone's gotta look after her. Oh, so she's like a little sister to you. I'm pretty sure it doesn't seem the same way, though. Yeah, I think she hit around the nose. Right around the nose there. I imagine this is about what I'd like to be if I had a sister. Anyway, Morgan means a lot to you. So much is obvious to anyone. So how about you ask her if she wants to come to the festival? You'll live with her. It would be more sensible if you did. She's kind of been keeping her distance lately with me. Oh, did something happen between you two? Nothing to think of. Maybe she feels like when I showed up, I invaded her territory. And she doesn't like me because she doesn't feel much as home anymore. So she's being sulky. I didn't realize she's capable of getting moody. Jackie, that's being super superficial, you know. Sure, she can be a pretty tough nut to crack, but she is an 11-year-old girl. She gets happy and sad at times and upset as much as anyone else. Hmm. Try as I might, I can't simply can't envision it. So you ask her to come, Jackie. Put your heart and soul to it. Get here, and I will have all the fun at the festival. It'll smooth everything out between me and her. Pretty, Whoa! Holy shit! I'm getting tired. Putting my putting my heart and soul into it might be counterproductive, but sure, I'll get her interested when I. But sure, I'll definitely get her interested when I go to Planet Open today. Thanks a bunch. Well, I'll get back to work. Catch you later, Jackie. Take care. Aye aye. Morgana, sulky and avoiding Serena. Now there's an unexpected development. Or maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Anyway, I should head out and take care of business. Excuse me? No, absolutely not. Could you at least pretend to consider the offer? It's not even worth defining with an act. Why would you even think? Why would you even think? Why would you even think inviting me with a good idea anyway? It seems perfectly reasonable to me. There's no harm in changing things up once in a while. You give yourself a little break for spending every day in this depressing little graveyard. That very prospect of attending a festival is considerably more depressing. Come on! It could be fun. Don't dismiss it without. Look at my face. Uh, mm. Ooh, this place looks familiar. The Midsummer Celebration of a... Fuck it. Of native John the Baptist was event obscured across the land on around the slumber solstice. In our city, festival lasted for roughly 10 days. Large bonfire in the square events set off saddles. Stalls selling food and trinkets, and girls wore crowns made of flowers dance parade down the street while onlookers whistles and clap. The sheer viscosity. Ah shit, one of my friends wants to join the party. You know what? We're at a good spot. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been it for this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll continue this next time. I'll see you all next time in the next live stream.